G'day, I'm Tim Thompson and I do dumb things with products so you don't have to. This week, I'm torturing this. Houston, we have a problem. It's a set of solar panels for the Bluetti power stations. And I was really looking forward to doing this review. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. I've fallen in love with the Bluettis and how simple and light and powerful they are. But they do run out of juice eventually, and I was hoping that there was a set of panels that would fold up small to keep them going in the field. I'm going to start out by saying the solar panels work perfectly well. They're well designed, they're well made, they're easy to use, they fold up small, and to be honest with you, why wouldn't you get them? They charge these things up in an hour or so. So they work perfectly well, except for one thing. How many times have you bought a new iPhone and found that you had to buy all new chargers and throw out all the old ones because they changed one tiny part of the plug? We've got a similar problem here. You see, when you get the EB3A, you get two cables. You get a cable hidden in the bottom of the box underneath the packaging that I nearly threw out. That's the cable to plug it into the wall. And in the top of the box, separate from that one, you get this solar panel adapter with a round pin. Now the round pin's important, we'll come back to that. When I got the solar panels, I got this tiny little instruction card that listed various compatibilities across their range. The EB55 was listed as compatible, the EB3A was not. So I started trying to use these panels with the EB55, and that's where things went awry. This mess of cables is what you get with the EB55. Now I'd been using the EB55 quite successfully, using this big box of a wall charger and plugging it in via this round pin. Remember the round pin? Into this point here. So far so good. So I reach into my box of cables for Bluetti and I pull out the first solar panel adapter cable I get, and I see straight away that the plugs match the solar panel. That's a good start. And that the round pin fits perfectly into the EB55. So far so good. So I set it up for a trial. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got our ingredients. These panels look pretty good. Let's get it all set up, put the beers away, and see if they stay cold. Houston, we have a problem. When I turn on the EB55's display, you can see that I'm drawing power out of it, but no power is being added. Now we checked the solar panel input and we found that it was pumping out a consistent 22 volts. But they're not showing up on the recharge at all, and the battery is continuing to deplete beyond 40%. Now I will point out that we've plugged in and unplugged the cords. We've tried to run the solar panels without running the fridge at all. The battery's just not charging with the solar panels. There seems to be some sort of non-compatibility with the EB55. I contacted Bluetti. Their solution to me was, try the 3A, try plugging your cable into that. This is what happened. The challenge today is to charge up the EB3A from 30%, keep the refreshments cold, and let us get on with our job, knowing that we've got a nice, cool, refreshing beverage to look forward to. Okay, so we've got this set up. We've got the battery in the shade and the fridge in the shade. We've got the panels exposed to a northerly facing direction because we're in the southern hemisphere, and we've got them on about the right angle. I've checked, and the little battery's charging, and the fridge is cooling down. Now this battery was on about 30% power, so hopefully by the end of the day our beverages will be cold and the battery will be charged up above 30%. So I went on with my day, doing the usual talky nonsense while building a fence. I came back to the Bluetti several hours later. Well, I've got the old laser thermometer. The battery's sitting on 48 degrees. And the beverages on a tasty 3.8. The solar panel's done its job. This is on 99% charge. It's been running the fridge now for about 6 hours in reasonably hot sun. It's a bit shady right now. Clouds have come in. but the panel's done its job and it's boosted this from 30% to 100%, while the battery has been keeping the fridge running and got the beverages down from room temperature to just under 4 degrees. So it's fantastic. It works really, really well. And if I'm going camping, I know from my trials that the EB3A will easily last the distance overnight with a fridge. And I know that the panels will get it charged up while it continues to run that fridge on a hot day of 35 degrees. Well, science is all good and well, but these things require analysis. Jason, can you help me out with something, mate?
Sure, Tim.
Got to see if this is working. Proof's in the pudding, I reckon.
Ooh, I like research.
Good stuff. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bluetti. So success, it worked. But why wasn't the EB55 working? After about 3 or 4 weeks and in some disgust, I went back to the drawer to put away my cables, thinking I'd been defeated and wondering how I was going to do a good review. And that's when I came across this. Another set of solar panel adapters, but hello, yellow square plug. Fits in the EB55, but not the 3A. Turns out that the 2 round plugs that they use on their 2 models have a different power rating. And so they're not cross-compatible. So if you end up being really happy with a Bluetti product and buy another one, bear in mind, you're going to end up with a pile of cables that don't work across the range. You have to use the specific cable that came with the specific machine, even though the plug size is the same, even though you would think rationally that this should work. Can I just urge manufacturers to think about cross-compatibility across their range and try and achieve it whenever possible? It avoids frustrating situations like this. So I took it back out into the field with the right cable, and this is what happened. Alright, different cables. Why would you sell 2 cables with one machine? It just doesn't make sense. Alright. They fit. Moment of truth. It's working. Alright, will this run off that while that charges off that with cable number 2? Cross your fingers for me. It's tough doing research. So to sum it up, fantastic product, really well made. Pity it's not cross-compatible across the range. Pity you've got to have a box full of cords just to get them to work. Guys, if you found this review helpful, hit the little subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and there's plenty more like this on timthompson.ag. Oh, and I've got a Patreon too.